guys, Will here again with Happily Ever Outdoors. So today, this is going to be a very special video. This is our very first Saturday afternoon sit down. Now, I've been trying to think lately of new ways to kind of connect with our subscribers, with our viewers. Mostly what we do on our channel is gear reviews, so that doesn't always really give you the best platform to kind of foster up a community. So I was thinking, what can I do to really kind of connect with you guys on a deeper level than just, you know, here's what I think about this particular product. And the idea is that this is something that's going to be consistently on our channel every single Saturday, and it's just an opportunity to kind of sit and talk with you guys about some issues maybe that are going on in the outdoors, survival, bushcraft, hiking, community, YouTube in general. Also to kind of share maybe some new products, books, different things like that that I'm excited about, so you guys have a chance to check it out. But also to kind of talk about what's coming up, what's going to be new with the channel, and to give you guys an opportunity to kind of give us a little bit of input in the comments, maybe what you would think, what you would like to see moving forward. Maybe there's a particular piece of gear you'd like to see reviewed, a certain type of video you'd like to see us do. So it's a way for us to kind of interact. I'm going to do my very best to keep these videos brief and to the point, because I would much rather you guys be outside enjoying the great outdoors on your weekend than spending a bunch of time watching YouTube videos. Normally, that's where I try to be if I can be out there, so I want the same for you. But this first video might be a little bit longer because we've got a couple of very important things to talk about and kind of lay the groundwork for what we're going to be doing moving forward. So one of the very first things that I'd like to talk about, I'm sure if you are a small YouTube creator, you have certainly heard about this because you probably got the same email that we did. Even if you're not, there's been a lot of stir on social media about this lately. A lot of people with different opinions. Some people who are very unhappy about it, some people who are in support of it, but it's definitely a big change as far as YouTube is concerned for us small content creators. So, moving forward, in order to be monetized on YouTube, that means in order to be paid for the ads that run on your channel. By the way, this doesn't mean if you're demonetized that they're not going to run ads on your channel and they're not going to profit off of it. It just means that YouTube is not going to pay you any kind of a cut. I think the way it works is basically they have certain advertisers who don't want to be associated with certain types of videos. So because of some of the issues YouTube has been having with other content creators, not small creators by the way, it's the big creators who've been causing a lot of stir in the news. I'm not even going to name names, but I'm sure you guys have heard about some of the stuff that's going on. YouTube is having to figure out how they're going to crack down and kind of control the content a little bit more so that a big advertiser, you know, like a soda company, doesn't get associated with a video that's, you know, racist or inappropriate or, you know, violent content, whatever, and them to have mud on their face. So this is one of the ways that they're supposedly trying to address it. Again, for small YouTube content creators, from now on there's going to be a requirement that you will have at least 4,000 hours of view time. That's not 4,000 views, that's 4,000 hours of view time within a 12-month period. And you've also got to have up to 1,000 subscribers, and they gave a hard date on that. I forget what it is off the top of my head, honestly. I'll throw that up on the screen for you guys. So there's no grandfathering in for channels like mine. You know, we're right close to these 1,000 subscriber mark, which I'm pretty confident will be there pretty soon. You guys have been really awesome. You've been sharing our content, you've been telling people about our channel, so we've been growing super fast. So I don't think we'll have a problem hitting that before the deadline. However, we have a long ways to go on the viewing hours, and this is the part that's tough. A channel like ours, I do mostly gear reviews, and I try to keep the videos as short as I can. I mean, around 10 minutes or so, you know, because nobody wants to sit and watch a 45-minute review on a knife or a backpack or whatever. You guys don't have that much time. You want to get the information you need, condense as much as possible so you can make good decisions and you don't spend a ton of time watching YouTube videos. So that's what we try to do for you. So when you break down the math like that, it gets a little bit tougher for us because that means there's a ton of videos that need to be viewed. Of course, that means that's a ton of content we have to put out, and you guys have to watch those videos all the way through. So really realistically, for a channel to really hit that mark, either you have to have a very strong viewer base that's watching all your videos all the way through and you're putting out longer videos, or you've got to have a lot more than 1,000 subscribers. Now, I'm not going to go on and on about this and cry about it, because the reality is, you know, I don't make a ton of money off of doing YouTube videos. I don't know if that's a big shock to you guys, but the reality is, since we've really gotten serious about growing this channel, and that's only been a little over a year right now, we've seen tremendous growth. But I mean, I've only made like about $200 in ads. You know, let's be honest. So it's not a ton of money out of my pocket. However, to me, it's kind of one of those principles of the thing. Now, of course, according to YouTube, this is supposed to be like a quality control measure that they're doing here. Imagine the amount of content that's being pushed up to YouTube on a daily basis from around the world. I mean, hour by hour, minute by minute, second by second, content is being uploaded. And there's some content that is just, it's bad stuff. Now, YouTube, of course, has been running all these algorithms to try to catch bad videos. Now, it's not to block these videos, it's not to get rid of these videos. Again, it's just to stop the big advertisers' ads from being ran on those bad videos. Remember, this is about YouTube's bottom line. It's not really about whether the content is inappropriate or not. Of course, content does get flagged, you can get community strikes, and eventually that content can be taken down if it's just something that should not be on YouTube. But just remember, demonetization, it's about the money. It's not really about keeping the content safe on YouTube. So at any rate, in my mind, this isn't really about quality control, but it is, in one positive light, what it's going to do, I think, is number one, it's going to prevent people from just getting rich off of putting that one really dumb video, those stupid videos that you see that go viral and then somebody makes a ridiculous amount of money off of it. It's going to help to weed out some of that, because if you do not have 1,000 subscribers prior to that video being posted, and also have the 4,000 hours of views in the last 12-month period, it's not going to be monetized. So hopefully a lot of that just ridiculous like clickbait content, maybe it'll cut down on some of that, or at least it won't you know, be helping these people get rich off of something like that. Another good thing that it will potentially stop is the folks who go around stealing other people's content. There are channels that will literally, and I know some guys personally who run YouTube channels who've had their videos just straight up stolen, just 100% from second one to the end, and pulled over to another YouTube channel, and then that person gets a bunch of views and monetizes that video stealing somebody else's content. And they'll do that from different channels here and there, and they'll do that until they get caught, and then YouTube eventually shuts them down. But this will kind of help to combat some of that as well. So it's not 100% bad across the board. And I know there may be some content creators who get a little irritated at me for saying that, but I mean, I've taken a few days. I tried not to rant and rave too much about this, because I wanted to really think it through. So there are a few positives that I can see out of this. However, one of the big negatives that I can see is, especially for channels within the outdoors community. I'm talking about camping, hiking, bushcraft, survival. You know, a lot of those channels, generally speaking, they're smaller channels that don't have a big following. It's a kind of a niche thing. I don't know if you realize this, but society in general has kind of turned into where they just like to stay indoors all the time. They like to play video games and spend their time on the internet, and they don't get out like they used to. I see some good shifts in culture here in America, where it seems like maybe it's kind of getting back that way a little bit more. You're starting to see some of the new stuff that's coming out on TV and stuff, promoting bushcraft, survival skills, and all this stuff. So hopefully we're moving back in that direction of people getting out in the woods. But as it stands right now, the reality is that it's kind of a niche genre, and within that genre you have all those sub-genres. So the ultralight backpacker, right, who's about having no impact on the woods, he's not necessarily going to be into watching bushcraft and survival skills videos, and vice versa. Not everybody is a hunter, so some people aren't going to be into those videos. And so you've got all these kind of little sub-genres that are very specialized. Now, me, if I'm looking to learn about a particular skill, I'm looking for the person who's got the most specialized expertise in that area. So I follow a lot of small content creators. I am a camper and I'm a hiker. I'm also into bushcraft and survival, but I am not a bushcraft or survival expert. I'm not an expert on knives either, although I do like knives, but I don't want to waste my money, so I'll go to the channels that are specialized in that particular area to get the information I need so I can grow as an individual. With this new policy the way it is, unfortunately, a lot of those small channels are going to get undercut. And some of them are like me, where they're just making, you know, a couple $100. Maybe they're doing a little bit better, but they fall just underneath those thresholds. Whether it's the subscriber threshold that's hitting them, or whether it's the views in a year threshold that's hitting them. And what YouTube is doing is taking that little bit of cash that they had to work with, and maybe they take that and they use that to buy new video equipment. Maybe they use that to buy new microphones so they can improve the quality of their videos. Maybe they're using that to purchase gear and stuff that they're going to use in their videos, they're going to review, whatever it is, and they're taking that away. And so they're kind of in a way saying that, you know, the content you're putting out isn't really contributing to YouTube. And in a sense, it kind of feels like you're taking that person's content or taking my content and you're putting it up against one of these big YouTube content creators, such as the one who shall remain nameless, who stirred up all this controversy recently. And what you're saying is, within your new system, that his content is more valid and it's contributing more to the YouTube community than these other guys' content over here. But is that really true? Or is it that they're just making more money for YouTube? Just something to think about. But anyways, enough going on about that. Some good things that have come out of this for me is that I've had the opportunity to connect with a lot of smaller outdoors YouTube content creators that I might not have ran across before. It kind of brought people out of the woodwork, and I think in the last few days there's kind of been a little more of a sense of community of figuring out, okay, what can we do, you know, moving forward to better improve our channels, to kind of fix these issues so it doesn't keep going on, and so that we can, you know, get back to where we're being monetized. And you know, and it's been great getting to know these guys. There's a couple people I'd love to give shout outs for. One of them is going to be Nature Tech Family. They are good friends of ours. They run a YouTube channel, very educational, very family friendly, but they are at the point where they are more than set on their viewing hours. I think they're like double what they need to be, but they're short on their subscribers. So I'm gonna go ahead and put their information below right here so you can check them out, and if it's something that you're into, go ahead and subscribe to their channel, so that way they can just get past this little hump here and they don't have to worry about being demonetized. There's also a couple of other channels that I'd like you guys to check out. One is the Otter Outdoorsman. I'll put his link in the subscription below, as well as the Last Grown Up in the Woods, and I'll put her link down there as below. And so these are kind of some content creators who've drawn a little attention to this issue and have kind of helped to foster this sense of community that I'm talking about, and it's worth checking out. So, and of course, if you're a small YouTube outdoors content creator, maybe you're somebody who knows you're going to be affected by this demonetization, you can feel free to go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself, share your link to your YouTube channel in the comments below, and give everybody a chance to kind of get to know each other. Something else I'd like to bring up, you may have noticed on our YouTube videos, you're starting to see Amazon associate links in the descriptions below our videos. Now, this is just one way we're trying to help kind of maybe combat this a little bit and help us kind of grow our channel moving forward. And the way this program works, if you're not familiar with the Amazon associate program, essentially is through Amazon.com, we're able to get these smart links that we put into the video, and what happens is when you click on that smart link, it takes you to Amazon.com. If you do choose to purchase that product, whoever's link it is, in this case mine, will get paid a small commission off of that purchase. It doesn't cost you anything extra. It doesn't affect what you know, price you're paying. You're going to get the exact same price you would if you just went through Amazon.com on your own. However, what's great about it is that it gives you an opportunity, if there's a particular YouTube channel that you really, really love and you want to help them out, you can go ahead and do that, and it helps us so that we can grow, we can do bigger and better things for you. So be watching for that. I went through all of our videos and I've added those links in the description, so if it was an old review that you know we did and you decide you want to buy that product, and if you think of us and you go back to that video and go through that link, it's very much appreciated. Or any of our new videos that you see come up, I'll try to make sure I get those links in there for all of the different products that are featured in that video. So if you have any questions about any of those products, you can jump on over and you can check them out through Amazon.com. or you can go ahead and buy them right through that link. And that's not something I'm really going to spend any more time talking about, because I don't want to make this channel all about the money, because that's not what it's about. However, it's just something that's out there. It's a way that, you know, I researched, and I think it's going to be a good way. If you guys want to help us out, you can. And I'm not spending a bunch of time, you know, shoving spam in your face. So it's there if you want to use it. All right, so moving on, there's a couple things I want to show you. These are recent reviews I've done in case you didn't catch them. These are a couple of products that I am really excited about right now. These are both going to be knives, by the way. Not that I'm a knife channel, but it's just I've been getting caught up on some knife reviews lately. And so these are just two I'm really excited about and have been getting some decent attention on our channel. So first up, we've got the Gerber Tarak Choppa. Now this is the kind of big brother to their Tarak knife, which I also have. And I will put links to my videos on both the Tarak and the Choppa you see here in the description below. But this is a very, very nice large blade. You can get this for right around or just over $100 in the US. This is really, really strong, but it's big without being absolutely humongous. A great kind of chopping blade, all around survival knife, camp knife. I'm a real big fan of it so far. I haven't done a full review on it because I haven't had it too long, but I did do a first impressions video, and again, I'll have that link for you in the bottom. So really cool knife if you're looking for a bigger knife, something that's a little bit different maybe than what some other people have, something kind of similar to maybe like a K-bar like BK9, but maybe a little bit, just a little bit different, something a little bit nicer in my opinion. We've also got the Gerber Strongarm in BDZ1 steel. I've got the sheath stripped down basically as much as you can get it right here. This is just how I like to carry it. But if you've seen some of my other reviews and followed me on social media, you know I'm a fan of the Gerber Strongarm. It's always been a great knife, but this particular version, a limited run they came out with, comes in, it's a special edition color scheme, but also an improved steel. And this has been getting a lot of attention. This is one of our most viewed videos on our channel right now. As of right now, it's running, I think, a little over 7,500 views, or maybe just under 7,500. So, but you can check out that review, links down below. It's a really, really cool knife. If you've never gotten a Gerber Strongarm, but you thought of it, thought about getting one, this might be a good time to get it. You can get these on Amazon.com. By the way, I will also have my associate links in the description below on all the gear that we're talking about. Next, I just want to make a quick suggestion on a book for you guys to check out. This is Bushcraft 101. This comes from Dave Canterbury, and it is a really, really great introductory book. Maybe you're just a little bit interested in bushcraft, but you haven't really gotten too far into it yet. It's kind of a nice introduction. There's a lot of good content in here. It's a fairly solid book. Again, really, really good if you're just getting started, and kind of get your, get your juices flowing, get you thinking about different things, get you excited, and I really like it. So one worth checking out. I will put a link in the description below. Something else I'm excited about, you've probably seen a couple posts if you follow me on our other social media outlets, that is these pants, and we'll hop up real quick so you guys can take a look. Alright, so these are the True Spec 24/7 Expedition pants. These are like the upgraded, really outdoor focused version of their 24/7 tactical pants, which I also own a pair of as well. But there's some really, really cool things about these from an outdoor perspective. Number one, they're really, really water resistant. Water's going to beat off of them. Number two, they have these really cool like stretch panel kind of areas, like right here in the back of your leg right there, along the top right here. And they also have a fully gusseted crotch. So you've got this huge stretch panel right there. So if you're crouching, squatting down, maybe trying to make kindling or get a fire started with a ferro rod, you're not going to get any constriction there. They've also got cuffs that tighten up here at the bottom, so that you're not going to worry about tripping over your pants. And you've got a lot of ventilation built in too. You can see there's zippers down the side right there that ventilate, and also down here on your legs. So depending on if you got proper layering going on, these will work well for colder weather or warmer weather, and you can adjust that on the fly to keep you from sweating too much or getting too cold depending on your level of activity. So they're not the cheapest pants, I'll be perfectly honest, but these things feel like they're built like a tank, and they've got so many great design features. I got a feeling I'm going to be really, really happy with these in the long run. So definitely worth checking out. I was a little bit hesitant because of the price, and I didn't see a whole lot of reviews or anything out there on social media, but I am very, very happy so far. So I'm sure you'll probably see a video from us down the road, but I think it's something worth checking out if you're looking to buy some higher end, you know, hiking, camping, you know, adventure type pants. This is an alternative to some of the other stuff that's out there that I personally absolutely love. All right, lastly, I would like to talk about our February 1st giveaway. I know you guys are always excited about the giveaways. We've been doing our very best to try to keep it consistently every single month on the 1st, announcing a giveaway on our YouTube channel. And we skipped January 1st, of course, to give everybody, including all of our sponsors, a chance to kind of recuperate from the New Year's. And we are going to be back February 1st. We've got some really, really awesome sponsors who are ready to hook you guys up again. Teton Sports, they came through with an awesome contribution to our December prize pack, and they will be following up again this month and helping us out again. I will go ahead and keep that part a little bit of a surprise, so be following on us on our other social media outlets. Links will be in the description below, and you'll probably get little hints and stuff about what's coming up in the giveaways through those social media outlets. Just saying. Besides Teton Sports, we've also got Stanford Outdoor Supply coming back in again this month with one of their Boss kits, and this is their signaling Boss. Now, if you're not familiar with these, BOSS stands for Bug Out Survival Supplement. So the idea of these kits is this is basically an all-inclusive kit in each category. Like this one is for signaling. They've got a fire kit. They've got a water kit. They've got a fishing and hunting kit. So you could buy this kit. It comes in a waterproof sealed bag, and this will have, you know, basically everything you're going to need potentially in a survival situation. And you can kind of collect these kits. You can store them up together, or you can just get the kit and open it up and use it to kind of build up maybe your bug out bags, your hiking pack, whatever, so that you'll be all set. But again, this is their signaling Boss. This is fairly new. They actually sent out 2 of these to me because I'm going to be testing and reviewing one, and this one is going to be up for grabs in the giveaway. So very, very exciting. I've yet to see one of these that wasn't really cool, so I think you guys are going to love that. Also, Purinize will be partnering with us again in February, and this is their water purification drops. Think like some of the other water purification drops that are out there, but this is 100% natural, mineral based, so not focused on chlorine and all these other chemicals to kill bacteria, but just mineral based. This is a 2-ounce bottle, and it's going to treat up to 15 gallons of water. So this is something really cool. You can keep with you when you're out on the trail hiking, whether you're in a situation where you're going long distance and you know that you can't take enough water to make it the whole way, or just as like an emergency backup. Maybe you're not going to be readily able to boil water, and you need a way to be able to make safe drinking water. This will take care of you. A great little product. By the way, I will also put links to the sponsors in the description below if you want to check them out. Another one of our sponsors for February is Teton Survival. Teton Survival has been working with us for a while now, and they've got some really, really great products. One of the things that's going to be up for grabs in the February giveaway is their Survivor Steel Fire Starter. This is new in the box, but this is a really, really awesome ferro rod. So if you're getting tired of those little itty-bitty emergency ones and you want something that is going to really, really throw some sparks, this is a great ferro rod right here. They've also thrown in a 100-foot tank of their Survivor cord. If you've never heard of this stuff, this is paracord, but you've also got snare wire built into there. You've got fishing line. You've got wax jute tinder built into there that you could use to start a fire. This is really, really awesome stuff. It works real well. It just works just as good as paracord. You can use it to make bracelets. You can wrap your sheaths, knife handles, whatever you want to do with it. It'll work just the same as paracord. But this is their reflective orange color, which I think is especially cool because not only is it this bright orange color, but it's also got those high vis lines woven into it, so at night the smallest bit of light catches those and it'll light up, kind of like one of those like reflective road vests. Say maybe, you know, you just use it to make a wrist lanyard for your knife. You're out in the woods, you drop your knife on the trail, you go back looking for it in the dark, you're not gonna find it. But if you got this on there, tiniest bit of light will catch it, it'll light up, and you'll see it. So really good for stuff like that, for keeping track of your tools around the campsite and all that, but just really awesome stuff. All right guys, well, thanks for taking the time to sit down and chat with me a little bit here on your Saturday. I hope this video was helpful to you. I just want to encourage number one, all of our small outdoors content creators, keep on keeping on. I know regardless of the money, even though it's not that much money, I know it's a little bit demoralizing, you know, getting that email. It's kind of like being the last kid picked for dodgeball growing up, you know what I mean? It's kind of a little bit of a kick in the teeth, but keep doing what you're doing and remember why you're doing it. That's one thing this has caused me to do, is to stop and reassess, you know, why am I really doing this? What are my goals? And don't let this, if you've got bigger dreams for doing this, don't let this shut you down. I mean, YouTube monetization is not the end all be all. And who knows, the way things are going, you know, our big content creators, this cash cow might be ending for them too. I mean, remember what happened not too long ago with Adpocalypse and all the big creators were all up in arms? I mean, now it's the little guy's turn. So, you know, be creative. There's other ways out there you can help promote your channel. And if that requires funds, think outside the box. Think about other ways you can raise those funds. Otherwise, if this is just something you do because you're passionate about it and you're not worried about making money, don't even worry about it. But at the same time, I also want to say, if you are a fan of small creators, maybe you're not a YouTube creator, but you're a fan of some small channels, take the time. Go over, give them some views, be checking for their new videos, maybe going back looking at their older videos to see if there's ones you haven't seen, and take the time and watch them, because again, it's not just about subs, it's also about viewing hours. So help them out and help them to kind of maintain and to keep moving forward. And if you think it's a really awesome channel, take the time to share their videos, to let people know about that channel, to help them grow, so we can keep moving forward together. And don't forget, if you're a small YouTube outdoors content creator, feel free to tell us a little bit about yourself and drop a link in the description below so everybody has a chance to check you out. Or if you've got a particular channel that you think is just the absolute best as far as small channels go ahead and share that for them. Give them a little bit of a shout out. I hope that everybody watching this video has an awesome weekend, and we will see you next time around.